What's up? My name is Ronel James Mira and welcome sa Java Novice Lab. Let's go. Getting started. Welcome to Java Novice Lab. To get started, simply access the editor top right panel and select the plus button to create or upload a file for editing. All files are stored in the file tree, which is located to the left of the terminal. You can run the code manually using the terminal or press the blue run button located in the bottom right. So, gawin natin to. Okay, meron na. In the web browser, click the refresh icon and it will display a live web page preview. To navigate between labs, click on the hamburger icon in the top right corner of the title bar. Then scroll to the lab that you want to enter and click it. Each lab will have associated tasks for you to complete. Check the task by referencing the solution on the following page. When the prompt with the question, choose your answer and press the check button. If you're correct, you will move on. If incorrect, you can choose to retry. When you complete the task successfully, move on to the next lab by clicking the right arrow at the bottom of this page. As prerequisite for this lab, you should have already completed the following course. Welcome to the working with different operators. Lab, your assignment for this exercise is to use primitive data types in Java and perform various operators such as arithmetic, assignment, logical, comparison, and string operation in Java. Use primitive data types to perform different operators in Java. The model solution to this task can be found on the next page. Quiz. Answer the multiple choice question below. You can attempt the answer until it's successfully completed. Consider the given code. What is the output of the given code? Task 1. To write a Java program in our environment, we can get into an empty folder lab1, which is available in the file tree. To get into the lab1 folder in the terminal, type cd lab1. So, maglagay tayo ng terminal dito. So, type tayo ng cd lab1. cd lab1. The arithmetic operators in Java is used to perform the common mathematical operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. To perform the above mentioned the mathematical operation in Java, we need to write a Java program. To do this, in the file tree under the workspace, click on the three dots of folder lab101 and select new file. 3 dot new file. In creating or uploading file dialog box, type the file name as arithoperator.java. New file. Okay, new file. Arithoperator arithoperator.java and create file. Tada! The file arithoperator.java is open in the text editor. To perform the arithmetic operations in Java, type the following code in the text editor as public class operator. Boom. Tada! On line 1, we create a class titled arithoperator, which is same as the file name. On line 2, we specify the main method as public static void main string arguments close and open bracket. With the main method, we declare variables. So, yun, no? Main method. Yan yung variables. On line 3, 1 and 4, we declare a variables A and B of type integer and assign value as 550 respectively. So, ito yun. On line 5 and 6, we create a Java strings object S1 and S2. Yan. String object S1 and S2 as literal. So, itong dalawang to, ano yan? Integer, ito literals. The arithmetic operators such as positive or plus sign, minus, asterisk and slash, and tawag dito, percent, are binary operator which is involved two operands, namely A and B. The plus sign operator is used to add the two operands as A plus B, and minus operator is used to subtract two operands as A minus B. The asterisk operator is used to multiply two operands as A times B, and the slash operator is used to divide the first operand, A dividend, by the second operand, the B divisor, and gives the quotient as result. The operator percent or modulus is a binary operator that is used to return the remainder when the first operand and dividend is divided by the second operand, B, the divisor. The plus sign operator in Java is used to concatenate any numbers of strings, and also it takes any type of arguments and convert it into string types and then concatenate. On line 14, we combine two strings, S1 and S2, and create a new string object S3. On line 7 to 15, we use system.out.println statements to print the argument passed into the system.out, which is generally stdout. Now, press Ctrl S to save the file. Ctrl S. Enter. Yun. Save na yun. Now, the file assign operator.java is successfully compiled without errors to run the program. In the terminal, type as Java assign operator and press Enter. Okay, type natin Java assign operator. Assign operator. Enter. Oh. Okay. The comparison operators are the binary operators which are used to check for relation between two operands. The comparison operators include equal to and greater than, less than, greater than or equal, less than or equal, and not equal to. They return a Boolean result, either true or false, after the comparison. To perform the above-mentioned comparison operator in Java, you need to write a Java program. To do this, in the file tree under Workspace, click on the three dots of folder, Lab 1, and select New File. So, Lab 1, New File. In Create or Upload File dialog box, type the file name as COMOperator. Hindi natin itong para hindi na tayo mahirapan. File COMOperator Java. And click. Yan. And click File. The file COMOperator.java is open in the text editor. To perform the comparison operations in Java, type the following code in the text as public class operator. Paste na natin. Yun. On line 1, we create a class title. So, yun o. Comp operator, which is same as the file name. On line 2, we specify the main method as public static void main string arguments. With the main methods, we declare variables. On line 3 and 4, we declare the integer variables a and b as 18 and 36. Respectively, on line 5, we evaluate the value of c using the expression b minus a, which is 18. The equal operator is used to check whether the two given operands, a and c, are equal or not. And since both a equals 18 and c equals 18, it turns true. The no equal operators functions opposite to the equal operator. It returns true if the operand at the left hand side is not equal to the right hand side. Else return false. Here, a equals 18 and b equals 36, and hence a not equal b returns true. The operators and greater than equals whether the first operand is greater than the second operand, or greater than or equal to the second operand respectively. The operator returns true when the operand to the left side is greater than the right hand side, or greater than or equal to the second operand. Similarly, the less than operator and less than equal operator checks whether the first operand is less than the second operand, or less than or equal to the second operand respectively. The operator returns true when the operand at the left hand side is less than the right hand side, or less than or equal to the second operand. Now, press Ctrl S, Ctrl S to save the file to compile the Java program. COMOperator.java in the terminal inside lab01 folder, type Java Java COMOperator.java and hit enter. Uy, ba't ganun? Walang R eh. Isa pa. Java COMOperator.java. Ayun. Nag-error siya kasi ulang ako ng R dito. Pero nung tinry natin, nagpasok na ulit siya. Amen? So, now the file COMOperator Java is successfully compiled without errors. To run the program in the terminal, type as Java COMOperator and press enter. O sige, try natin. Java operator. Enter. Pasok. Task 4. The logical operators are used to perform logic and or and not operations. The functions of these operators are similar to AND, gate, and OR gate in digital electronics. The logical AND, yung symbol niya, dalawang AND, operators returns true when both to the condition under consideration are true. If even one of the condition returns false, then the operator results false. The logical or yung sign niyang dalawang line, operator returns true when one of the two conditions under consideration are true. If even one of the condition is true, then the operator's results true. The logical not operator is a unary operator and returns true when the condition under consideration is false. That is, if the condition is false, the operator returns true, and when the condition is true, the operator returns false. To perform the above-mentioned logical operators in Java, we need to write a Java program. To do this, in the file tree under Workspace, click on the three dots of folder lab1 and select New File. Okay, New File ulit tayo. Create or upload file dialog box to the file name as logioperator.java. Try natin. New file, logi. File, logioperator. Create file. Yun. Ito na siya. Pangatlo na. The file logioperator.java is open in the next editor. To perform the logic operation in Java, type the following code in the text editor as public class logioperator, and let's try it. So, alamin natin. On line 1, public class logioperator. On line 1, we create a class titled logioperator, which is same as the file name. On line 2, we specify the main method. Sa line 2, yun yung public static void main, close and open parenthesis with open and close bracket. With the main method, we declare variables. On line 3 to 5, we declare variables A, B, and C using expression and assignment operator as 15, 100, and 20 respectively. On line 9, the AND operator returns false because the condition and A less than B returns false and C greater than A returns true. Alright. On line 10, the double line operator returns true because the condition B is less than C returns false, but the condition B is greater than A returns true. On the line 11, on line 11, not operator returns true because the condition A equals C returns false. Now press the Ctrl S to save the file to compile the program. The logioperator.java in the terminal inside lab1 folder type Java and press. Java logi operator. Ingat tayo sa spelling. Nag-error yan pag wrong spelling. Hit enter. Ano yun? Mali. Tingnan mo, Java. Diba, error? Sabi sa'yo, mag-ano ka sa spelling. Ulitin lang natin. Logi operator. Java kasi. Try natin. Pasok! So, nag-error siya kasi wrong spelling. Wala mo nga. Now, the file logioperator.java is successfully compiled without errors. To run the program in the terminal, type as Java, logic operator, and press enter. Alright. Try natin yung Java dot logic operator and hit enter. Alright. Pasok na siya mga tol. Task 5. In Java, a string is an object that represent a sequence of characters. The Java.lang.strings class is used to create a Java string object. We can create string in Java using string literals and using new keywords. We can perform various operations on strings using strings methods such as length, charAt, substring, concat, trim, and replace in Java. To perform the above-mentioned strings method in Java, we need to write a Java program. To do this, in the file tree, under Workspace, click on the three dots of folder Lab1 and select the new file. Yan. Create or upload file dialog box, type the file name stringof.java and click Create File. Copy na lang natin dahil may na tayo sa spelling. Palalayan mo nga naman. Create file. Pang-apat na siya. Alright. The string of the Java file is open in the text editor. To perform the various string operations in Java, type the following code in the text editor as. So, yan na yun. So, lagay natin tong code, sample code. Pasok natin dyan. Ayun. On the line 1, yun, we create a class titled string of, which is same as the file name. On line 2, we specify the main method as public static void main, open string arg, close it, open, bracket, and close parenthesis. With the main method, we declare variables. On the line 3 and 4, we create string objects S1, S2 using string literals. The value of string S1 is Java and S2 is Javanista lab. On line 7, the string method int length returns the number of characters in string S1 as 4. On line 8, the string method charAt int I returns the character at it index I index. Here S2 dot charAt 4 returns the fourth index of string S2, which is the fifth character in Javanista lab as n. The string substring int I on the line 9 returns the substring from the I index character to n. Here S2 that substring 6 on line 9 returns the string STA lab, which is from the 6th index to the end of the string Javanista lab. The string concat open close string str method concatenates or combines a specific string str at the end of another string on the line 10. S1 dot concat Novice lab. Concat the string Novice lab to the end of the string S1, say Java as the Java Novice lab. On line 12, the string trim method returns the copy of the string by the removing white space at the both ends. It does not affect white space in the middle. On line 14, S2 that replace Javanista Python methods return a new string Python lab by replacing all occurrences of Javanista to Python on string S2. Now press Ctrl S to save the file to compile the program. String of the Java in the terminal inside lab 1. Type Java string of and press enter. So, natin yan. Tapos, string of the Java and press enter. Alright, pumasok. Kaya na rong spelling ang kalahin. Now the file string of the Java is successfully compiled without errors to run the program. In the terminal, type as Java string of and press enter. Alright, yan na. Sige. Java string of enter. Pasok. Diba? Page 4. Using control structures. Introduction. As a prerequisite of this lab, you should have already completed the following course. Welcome to the Using Control Structures lab. Your assignment for this exercise is to write a Java program using the various control statements such as if-else, nested if, switch statement, or loops, while loops, and also using break and continue statements. Task. Implement various control statements in Java. The model solution to this task can be found on the next page. Answer the multiple choice question below. You can attempt the answer until it's successfully completed. The question. Which keyword used to loop in loops can skip the remaining statement for a particular iteration and start the next iteration? Answer, select one correct answer. And I will select continue and check. Correct! Yeah! To write a Java program, solution using control structures. Task 1. To write a Java program in our environment, we can get into an empty folder lab2, which is available in the file 3. No? So get into the lab2 folder. In the terminal, type cd lab. Oh, cd lab. Ano to? Terminal. Type natin cd lab. Workspace eh. Ano? We can get into the empty folder. Ayun. Which is available in the file 3. So get into lab2. Terminal. cd lab 2. Yun. Okay. Wala. Plus ba ako ng terminal? Plus ako ng terminal. Try ko mag-ano. Bagong terminal. Lab. cd lab. cd lab. 0 to enter. Eh, pumasok na. Ngayon, an if statement inside another if statement is called nested if statement. Hindi, nabasa ko na ba to? Create upload file dialog is nested if. Okay, mag-create tayo ng new file, ano, nested if, new file, nested if .java. Tingnan natin, teka na, copy na natin, marong spelling pa tayo dun, bad na tayo. New file. Nested if Java. Alright. The file nested if .java is open in the text editor to perform the nested if operation in Java. Type the following code in the text editor as, okay. Try natin tong code na to. Yun. On line 1, we create a class titled nested if, which is same as that file name. On line 2, we specify the main method as public static void main string arguments. Within the main methods, we declare variables. On line 3, we declare an integer variable number whose values is 10. In the nested if statements, we have the if block within another if block. Here, the inner if block condition executes only when the outer if block condition is true. On line 4, we have the outer if block whose condition is number is greater than 0. Since the value of number is equals 10, the condition becomes true. And hence the next inner block if statement on the line 5 gets executed. The condition number greater than equal 10 and number less than 100 is true, and hence the next inner block if statement condition on the line 6 is executed. Since 10 is 10% to is equal to 0, this condition also becomes true, and hence the statement the given number is a positive 2-digit even number is printed on the console. In this nested if statement, if any of the if block condition become false, then its corresponding else block will be executed. Now press Ctrl S to save the file to compile the program nested if.java. Try natin. Ctrl S. Tapos Java. Ayaw na kasi naman eh. Java. Nested. Marong spelling na naman tayo nito. Ayan na naman. Enter. Paso! Now, the file of Java is successfully compiled with errors to run the program. In the terminal, type Java nested if and press enter. Okay. Java nested if enter. That Java kasi, alam mo, nested if that Java. Ano ba? Mali ah. Hindi, tama yun ah. The given number is a positive 2-digit even number. O, tama nga. Okay na tayo. Tama na pala. Tama na tayo. Alam natin, error eh. Tama na pala. The switch statement in Java allows us to choose a block of code based on the value of the expression. The value of the expression is compared with the values of each case. If there is a match, then the respective block of code is executed. Each case statement can have a break statement which is optional. When the control reaches the break statement, the control jumps out of switch statement. If a break statement is not found, it executes the next case. If none of the case match then the default statement is executed, which is also optional. To perform the above-mentioned switch statement in Java, we need to write a Java program. To do this, in the file tree under the workspace, click on the 3 dots of folder lab2 and select new file. Right. Here tayo. Create an upload file like the switch state.java. Try natin ito. New file. New file and create file. Right. So, dito na siya. Dito na siya sa, ito na. Okay. Alright. The file switch state.java is open in the text editor. To perform the switch statement in Java, Type the following code in the text editor as import Java that until scanner. Oh, yeah. Yun. On line 1, the scanner class is used to get user input and it is found in the java.util package. On line 2, we create a class titled switch state, which is the same as the file name. On line 3, we specify the main method as public state void main string argument. With the main methods, we declare variables. On line 5, we create a scanner object using scanner class to read an integer value for the variable fruit. From the console, on the line 7, we use the method next int integer. Now the variable fruit will have any of the value from 1 to 4 based on the value of the variable fruit. The line 8 switch fruit gets executed. For example, if the value of fruit is 3, then the case 3 on the line 15 will be executed and the control comes out to the switch statement. Ayan. If none of the case match then the default statement on the line 21 will be executed. Now, control, hindi ko magana yung control sa akin. Pag tinrip ko, hindi magana. Java. Switch state Java. Uy! Pumasok! Dagdag ako ng isa. Alright. Galing. Sabi, may hindi ako nakopya. Gusto may copy paste. Alright. Okay, let's continue. So, nakapag-save na tayo. Switch case, Java. Una, nag-error eh. Java, switch to Java. Ano nangyari? Now, file okay, i-run natin. Switch state.java. I-run natin. Switch. Mali. Java switch state kasi. Switch state. Run natin. Java switch state. You know, enter a number from 1 to 4. Try natin yung 2. Enter. You have chosen banana. It is rich in vitamin D. Yeah! Alahin mo yun, no? Na-run na natin. Task 3. Task 3 na tayo, mga lodi. The looping statements in Java are used to execute one or more statements repeatedly several number of times. In Java, we have 3 types of loops, namely for loop, while loop, and do while loops. The for loops in Java is a control flow statement that iterates a part of the program for multiple times. The loop is used only when the number of iteration is fixed. To perform the for loop in Java in the file tree under workspace, click on the 3 dots of folder lab 2 and select new file. Alright. For loop na tayo, mga lods. For loop. Java 2. New file. For loop. And create file. In create or upload file dialog type file for loop Java and click create file. Alright. Ito natin. The file for loop.java is open in the text editor. Ito yun. To perform the for loops in the Java, type the following code in the text editor as, ito, careful sa pag-copy. Kasi hindi siya magra-run ganang kanina. Here, in the program, we have for loop inside another for loop called as nested for loop. The inner for loop executes completely whenever the outer for loop executes. On line 1, we create a class title for loop, which is same as the file name. On line 3, we specify the main string arguments. With the main method, we declare variables. On the line 5 and 6, we have outer and inner for loops, respectively. In the outer for loop, we have initialization. I equals 5 and the condition 5 less than or equal 10 is true. And hence the control goes to the inner for loop. In the inner for loop, we have initialization for j equal to 6 and the condition 6 less than equal to 5 is false. Yan, no? Similarly, the inner and outer for loop executes until the condition is true. Once the condition is false, the control comes out for the loop. Whenever the condition in the inner for loop is true, the value of j is printed on the line 7. The println method on line 9 is executed whenever the control goes from inner for loop to outer for loop. Now press Ctrl S to save the file to compile the program. For loop.java in the terminal inside lab2 folder. Type Java for loop.java. Press enter. Alright, di tayo nag-error. Java is successfully compiled without errors. To run the program in the terminal, type as Java for loop. Type natin Java for loop. Press enter. Alright, ganun pala yun. Stig. While loop in Java is control flow statement that allows code to be executed repeatedly based on the given Boolean condition, whereas the do-while loop statement that execute a part of the program at least once, and the further execution depends upon the given Boolean condition. To perform the while loop in Java, in the file tree, under the workspace, click on the three dots of folder lab2 and select new file. Create a upload file dialog box. The file name as for loop.java and click write file. For loop na to. Bakit? Ulit. Dapat while loop ah. Dapat while loop na. While loop in Java is control flow statement boolean. Okay. For loop.java ulit. New file. For loop.java na naman. Ito dalawa na to. Ay, already exist nga eh. Anong product pa tayo? Meron na tayong for loop.java eh. Sa ulo. Alam ko while loop to eh. While loop to, nagkamali lang sila. Try natin ah. While loop dapat to eh. While loop yan. Feeling ko while loop yan. Ayan. While loop yan. While loop Java is open in the text editor where the Alam ko, ito yun. Logic lang yan. Logic lang. On the line 3 and 5, we have declare variables. A, line 3 and 5, we have declare variables. A, and sum of the type integer and their values are 2 and 0, respectively. On line 4, we have an array of type integer and the array values are given as in the curly bracket 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. On the line 6, the expression in the while statement A less than equal 1 is evaluated. The condition 2 less than equal 1, greater than equal 1 is true. Hence, the body of the loop is executed. On the line 8, we have enhanced for loop, which provides a way to iterate through the elements of an array. On line 9, all the elements in an array are added using the for loop. On line 10, the expression of the updated by decrementing the loop variable A. Here, the while loop executes until the condition A greater than equal 1 is false. The program while loop Java to control, to save. Ito na, save na natin. Yung while loop. Java while loop Java enter. Alright! Alright! Now the following Java is successfully compiled without errors to run the program in the terminal type as Java while loop. Java while loop. The sum of the number is 56. Alright. 56 yung sum of the numbers. Alright, mga naman. Task 4. The break and continue statements are the jump statements that are used to skip some statement inside the loop or terminate the loop immediately. The break is a jump statement in Java which is used conditionally to transfer program control from one point to another point of the program. Perform the break statement in Java for loop in the file tree. Under the workspace, click on the three dots of folder lab and click to file. Tara. Anong i-create natin ulit? Ayun, break.java. Break.java. Yung file. Create file. You know. Oh, diba? Yung code niya. Oh. Alright. We have two for loops on line 5 and 6 for the value of I equals to the outer for loop condition if I equal to and j equal to. On the line 8 become true. So, na yan. So yun, no? Then the statement of the line I break BB statement is executed to terminate the inner loop. Here the println method on line 11 will not be executed. Not yet executed. Here the for value I equals to 1 and the other is the condition will become true. And hence the value of I and j are printed as 1, 2, 3, 4. Press Ctrl S. Program to compile. Tapos, ay mali. Java break for .java. Yay! Oh, to run, run. Ano, o Java, break off, break for, break for. O 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3. Alright. To continue state with Java, to continue state with Java is used to skip the current iteration of a loop. It is used in the situation when we want to continue the loop but do not want to execute the remaining statement after the continuous statement. Perform the continuous statement in Java for loop file 3 underscore 3 dots up to a new file. Create or upload file dialog file name or continue .java. Okay, create tayo na isa. Continue. Sa malab to. Continue. Alright. Continue .java. Uy. Try natin yan. Alright. Uy. Save. Save na natin. Java. Java. Continue for that Java. Yes, pumasok siya. Java continue for. Java continue for. You know, the number of characters either A or A in the given string is 4. Tingnan natin kung yan ba yung lumabas. Ayun. The number of characters. So that's my part 1 for my preliminary examination. And I hope you enjoy, guys. Thank you.